Greetings, everyone. I'm unable to work down at the house build site because I ran out of rebar, but one of the projects I've been neglecting is the truck. It has a power steering leak, and I need to find where that's coming from. I had a hose replaced that goes from the power steering pump up to the master cylinder for the brakes. I guess they call it a hydroboost on the Ford. I'm not a big mechanic guy, because originally that was leaking. So I don't know if some of the fittings has come loose and it's leaking again, or if I now have a power steering hose or power steering pump that's leaking. But we're going to try to find out what it is today. Let's get going. So the line that I had replaced is right there going down. And there's another one actually there. Maybe that was the one. Looking underneath, I cannot see where anything is leaking. So I'm going to take off the air cleaner, air filter, and I'm probably going to have to take out the, I think this is called the charge air ducting. I'm going to get those off and see what I can find. Well, I guess I didn't need to take that stuff off, but I guess it helped me find this, so I started looking. And this is probably the leak. I don't know if you can see the nut is wiggling, so apparently my mechanic didn't tighten that up. And which is surprising. He is normally A1. But he is human, so we'll see if I can tighten that up. Probably gonna have to take off the overflow for the radiator. All right, let's get these off. These are 8mm. Sorry about jiggling here. I'm trying to hold the camera and do this at the same time. Oh, that was close. All right, let me see if I can set this camera somewhere and lift this off. I think it just pulls out now. I could probably set it off to the side. So the biggest wrench that I have in metric is a 17, which doesn't look like it fits. So we'll use the SAE metric combo. Let me see if I can get that tightened up and set up the camera where maybe you can see it. So I cannot figure out how to get the camera mounted where you could actually see me tightening up that bolt with the wrench. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it that I got it tight. I'm going in. So I'm not really sure what the torque spec is supposed to be on that nut, but it got the old Hamilton oomph click simulated torque. So I'm going to put this back together and go get some power steering fluid. Actually, I think the 6.0s, I think they actually use ATF for power steering fluid, but I'll double check that. Hopefully that'll take care of the problem. I'm tired of my truck puking red fluid everywhere, and every few days I have to fill up my reservoir of my power steering. Let's go get some oil. It was Mercon 5 ATF is what most of the websites that I went to, the majority of them said Mercon 5. Some said Mercon SP, and then there was another one that talked about a synthetic blend of power steering. But the more I read it, they said it smells just like the Mercon 5, so probably is. All right, I'm going to get the jug put back on, or the overflow for the radiator jug. That's probably not a good term. Maybe I'll fire it up real quick and pump the brakes and see if I'm getting anything bleeding out of that nut that I tightened up before I close everything up. I went ahead and wiped it all down with a paper towel to see if I get anything out of it when I start it up. Ooh, you can hear that pump when I'm hitting the brakes. Yeah, I think I've run it low on oil too many times, or low on fluid. All right, let's go check for leaks. All right, nothing fresh red on the fingers. Hopefully that'll do the trick. All right, I'm gonna put the reservoir back in for the radiator, button everything up. I hate working on cars. That's why I paid somebody to do it, figuring they'd get it right, but now I know why I work on all my stuff, and a lot of you guys probably feel the same way. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.